Isabella Pinkerton endured the final stages of labor on July 21st, 1819. She lay in one of the 2 rooms of her family's dwelling place. In addition to Isabella and her husband William, the home accommodated 4 survivors from the 7 children brought into the world by William's deceased first wife. The rooms also housed Isabella's own son Robert, the sole survivor from 3 further children fathered by the persistent William. Isabella survived the trauma on that summer day, as did the baby boy to whom she gave birth. The child would outlast the endemic diseases of those times. He grew to be strong and talented. Allan Pinkerton became the world's most famous detective. The Pinkerton apartment was on the top floor of a tenement at the junction of Muirhead Street and Rutherglen Lane in the Gorbals, a district immediately to the south of Scotland's River Clyde. On the opposite bank of the river lay the city of Glasgow, to which the Gorbals would be annexed in 1846. Years later, Allan Pinkerton penned negative recollections of his home district, writing to a friend, "Ah, the misery I think of, the misery and wretchedness of the Gorbals." The Gorbals left its mark on Allan Pinkerton. The struggles of his youth would shape his character and give him the threads with which to weave an autobiographical narrative. The Gorbals was a dynamic and unsettling environment that belied its ancient pastoral origins. Gorbals may have derived from a dimly recalled Celtic place name, its preceding definite article being similarly a practice whose rationale was long forgotten. For most of the 18th century, the Gorbals remained a rural village with a population of no more than 300. Then came the Industrial Revolution. Coal mines, factories, pollution, disease, wealth for a few, decent wages for some, and poverty for many ensued. Challenging circumstances drove some of the indigenous population to emigrate to America, but demographic ingress dwarfed that exodus. Workers to turn the wheels of industry poured in from lowland and highland Scotland. Many had been driven off their ancestral lands by the clearances. Landowners cleared the land worked by crofters, subsistence farmers, in order to put sheep to pasture, sheep for whose wool the booming textile industry hungered. Hard on the heels of the Highlanders came the Irish. Later, Russian Jews and Asians arrived, though by this time the primary population boom had already occurred. The people of the Gorbals, 5,000 by the time of the 1801 census, numbered 80,000 by 1861. Such rapid multi-ethnic growth was potentially a recipe for disorder, and civic leaders tried to respond to the challenge.